Okay, there. There we go. See yourself, Shamari? Yeah, we can see ourselves in there. On Miss Overstreet, remember when I met you last Friday? And I'm working with Miss Kennard, learning how to be a counselor just like she is. And we talked to your mama. Was it your mama we talked to, I think, or your grandmother to get permission? And she also filled out a form so I can videotape you and I can talk to you. And she said that would be wonderful. And I'm Miss Overstreet, and you're Shamari. And I was just talking to Miss Kennard, and anything we say is going to be confidential. Do you know what confidential means? That means that nobody will know but me and you, okay? That means whatever you tell me is going to be between just you and me, Shamari, okay? And also, I was going to write some things down, like as we talk. I was going to write some things down so Miss Overstreet wouldn't forget, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk a little bit. I'm going to write a few things down as we talk. And that way, if I forget something, I can look back at my tablet, couldn't I? Okay, Shamari? Okay. And also, I was talking to Miss Kennard, and she said, she was telling me that sometimes that you've taken things that hadn't belonged to you. Yeah. How do you feel about that? You feel sad? You feel sad because you've taken some things? Why, I mean, not necessarily why, but how do you feel about when you took some things, and how do you think other people felt when you took things that didn't belong to you, Shamari? You felt sad? And what else? How do you think your friends felt when that happened?
Sad.
I'm just going to write down some things, baby. Okay, you said you felt sad. Was there anything else how it made you feel, or, you know, what you were thinking about when it happened? No, there's nothing else that you were thinking about? Well, how do you think how do you think the rest of the class felt? Were you in the classroom when all this happened? What do you think the class felt, and the teacher? How do you think she felt?
Sad.
You think she felt sad too? Do you feel like that you may not ever have to do this again? But is there anything else that you want to talk about with taking things that don't belong? Do you think it's right? Do you think it's okay to take things that don't belong to you, Shamari? Okay. So you said you felt that the class was very sad too that you took it, right? You think the class was sad also? Did anybody say anything to you? One of your friends or the teacher? No.
The teacher did.
Oh, the teacher did? What did the teacher say?
He said it was untrustworthy.
That's a big word, untrustworthy. And what did you say back to your teacher?
Sorry.
You told her you were sorry? Shamari, did you feel like you had to take the stuff? Is it because you wanted to, or is it because was it something that you wanted because you took it? Was that the reason? And what exactly were your reasons for taking it? Did you want it really bad, or did you just felt like you needed to do that? You wanted it? And was it something that you had been looking at, and you just felt like you had to have it? It was, baby? Okay. Okay. And how did you feel when Miss Kennard talked to you about it? What did y'all decide that y'all were going to do? When you talked to Miss Kennard about taking things that didn't belong to you? You could. Did she say you could go to jail? That is very true. That is very true. So do you feel like you need to do that anymore? No. So what do you think that you're going to do now that you know that it's wrong to take things that don't belong to you? So what are you going to do now when you're in the classroom and you see something that you want, Shamari? What do you think you'll do now? You're That's good. You're gonna ask. You're gonna ask your teacher. You're gonna ask a friend,
Sure.
the teacher, and what if it was one? What if it's one of your friends, and you see something you want? What do you think you'll do next time? You're gonna ask. That's a good thing to do, Shamari. I'm just still writing down some things because I want to make sure I remember what we're talking about, okay? Shamara, why do you think it's a good thing to ask? I mean, why do you feel like we should ask?
Because it's bad to steal.
Because it's what, Shamari?
It's bad to steal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is bad to steal. It is, and so you feel like that is the wrong thing to do. So the next time you see something you want, you said you were going to ask. You're going to ask first. Is there, when you're in the classroom, are there things that you see all the time that you want in a classroom, or is it just certain things that you look at that you decide you want?
Certain things.
Just certain things. Shamari, I appreciate you telling me all this because I wanted to find out too, what was going on, because Miss Kennard told me that sometimes this has happened in the classroom. And sometimes when things like this happen, I know that you're sad, but and you also realize too, and you told me this, that sometimes your classmates are sad too, right? Because you've taken them. Have your classmates forgiven you? Do they understand now what's going on? What are some of the things your classmates have told you?
It's not good to steal.
It's not good to steal, and are they still going to be your friends? Good, good. Well, Shamari, I'm glad that you've learned that that's not the right thing to do when you need something, is it, Shamari? All you have to do is ask somebody, and what if they say no? What if they say no, you can't have that? What would you say, Shamari?
It's okay.
You'd say it's okay. That's a good thing to say. But I think that I feel like you've learned a lot through this, and by talking to Miss Kennard and with your teacher, and with your classmates, and so all y'all are getting along good now, and they have forgiven you for all that. Okay, good. But Shamari, thank you for talking to me about it, and thank you for being honest, and thank you for letting me know what's been going on because I needed to talk to you about that, also. Okay. Okay, thank you, Shamari. Good job, Ava. Thank you.